patiently. Thanks, Dan, for hanging on. What do you got?
No problem. Particularly the decision by Grace to go for it on 4th and 1. But that was by far more important. Probably not discussed anywhere near as much. I do give Bedard some credit because he actually made some ado about this play. But on the 3rd and 6th before that, Stidham takes a shotgun snap, and Marcus Jones is on a blitz up the middle. And Stidham recognizes the blitz coming, and he takes off to the right. Jones, does a pivot, falls down, catches himself, rights himself, and has closing speed to catch up to Stidham a half yard before the marker and gets him down. That was not a 4th and 1, by the way. That was a 4th and 1/2. I got to tell you, if Jones doesn't make that incredible athletic play, I'm not certain that the Pats don't get out enough.
And
They don't post up screen.
then Jones was right in the middle, snuffing out the little throw to the running back. I mentioned it first thing on Monday. And you say he's underrated. Not by me, he's not. I think he's my favorite player on the team.
I did go back and watch that play earlier in the week. He was a great player.
I mean,
And it's one of the things I think that the team overall does best, with the possible exception of Christian Gonzalez from time to time. But they pursue, and they play to the whistle. And the problem that came about Jason Woods a couple of years back, he chased the guy down from behind and knocked the ball out. And so, he could have just kind of coasted or was out of the play, and he didn't get back in the play. And I think they do that a lot.
downtown is also getting picture.
I think we've all got a terminal case of BDS, Belichickian derangement syndrome. You seem ungrateful. That new swanky spear you've got there in Waltham, Bill and his boobs, they'll build that for you. Because if the teams were lousy, no one would listen or care. And it's almost like this show has become like the Howard Stern show. You've begun to hate your audience. Felder, you're Howard. Tony, you're Robin, with a higher pitched voice. Murray, you're Fred, the musical talent, the impressionist, and you just be grateful for us that we still listen to you.
Okay.
That's all.
All right, Peter. Thanks for the call.
So would that make J. Stu Bowie?
We are grateful for you.
Howard Stern is a compliment, not a term of deranged. I take that as a high compliment.
I mean, we had Howard Stern on breaks today.
Grateful of the team, for the teams and Belichick. So listen, I'm grateful for the audience for sure. Sometimes we try to nuts and vice versa. I'm grateful. I have a hard time saying this is from quite a bit. I know there's people in the organization kind of things, which is like, maybe you guys are not for us, with what we do together, we remain you rich because the team feels this way. So, you may have said you have to be ready for that too, but you need credit for everything. Everyone else's one of them is your responsibility too.
I will say this. The success of the Patriots, I'm grateful for Brady. Okay, that's what I'm grateful for. So